Hello guys and welcome back. So now in this video we will show the rifle information, for example the magazines and ammo, and also the player health. So let's go ahead and do it. First of all, if you open up the player, then in the player, as you know, that we have this crosshair inside this canvas. If you double click on it and change to 2D mode, here it is. Now inside this canvas we will show the magazine ammo and the health. Let me name this as player UI. Alright, then in here let's create a UI slider. Okay, then we can move this slider right down below and move it up a little bit. Right, we can't see it on the screen, so we have to design it right here. Okay, so what we're gonna do with this is we will first of all resize it to 700 by 70. Okay, and then in here, as you can see, we have this handle, so we actually don't want this handle. You can leave the handle slide area, but you can just delete this handle. Alright, and then if you select the crosshair, as you can see, this is the crosshair. We need to change its color, so select the fill. Alright, and in the fill you can change the hexadecimal value to CE and zeros. Alright, 1 2 3 4, 4 zeros. Okay, then if you select the slider and move it, as you can see, it looks perfectly fine. Okay, the fill is not moving fully right there, so we can increase its size like this because we deleted the handle, so that's why it is not moving there. Alright, now as you can see, it looks good. Alright, you can name this as health. Okay, and just make sure it is in the bottom center and a little bit up right here. That is it. Now let's create the rifle UI. So right here we will create an image, name this as rifle, then move it to the bottom right side, move it right here, and then a little bit up. Just make sure it is in line with the health. Okay, like this. All right, make the width of this image as 215 and the height should be the same as 100. Okay, then click on sprites, drag and drop this rifle in there. Okay, and also with the rifle, right on the right side of this rifle, we're gonna show the magazine and ammo. So let's add a UI text mesh pro. Okay, move it to this side. At the top, we're gonna show the magazine, so name this text as mag, and in here type 15 or whatever you want to type. You can resize it as well. For example, make the width 100 and the height as 45 and move it to this side. Alright, then name it mag. Duplicate it. This time name this one as ammo, and what we're going to do with the ammo is simply move it down below, change its width to 120. Alright, and right here type 30 out of 30. That is it. Okay, if you want, you can make both of them bold as well. That is it. Alright, there are the rifles. Now let's create and let's assign values to this health and this rifle from our scripts. To this rifle, we're gonna provide the player health to this maximum value. Alright, for example 120, so 120 will be assigned to this maximum value, and then we're gonna make this value as 120 as well, and then when the player takes damage it will decrease according to the damage. Alright, make it 1 again, click on this player, open up this health script, and right here at the top create a header by the name of UI, and inside this UI we will say public slider, name this as health slider. Alright, then right here we left a comment for UI, so now we're gonna say health slider dot value equals to the health. Alright, so now this health slider value, this value will be equals to 120, but as you know that we set the maximum value to 1 back again, so you need to make it 120, and then when the game starts it will be, this value will be also equals to 120, which is the player health. Alright, you can leave this on 0, and when the game starts it will fully fill to the fullest. As you can see right here we set it equals to the health value. After this we can open up the weapon script, and on the weapon script right after the effect we'll create a header by the same name UI, and in this it will provide two things, and that will be the references to the magazine text and the ammo text. Alright, then in the update method right here above this fire method right here, when we call it right after when we decrease the ammo, we need to change the UI as well, so we will change the magazine text to mag dot to string, and after that the ammo text dot text will be equals to ammo plus divide sign and then plus the mag ammo. Alright, then you can copy it from here and move down to the reload method right here. When we reload, as you can see, we leave a comment for UI, so right here you can just simply paste the same things and that will be it. Alright, if you save the scripts, get back right here, click on player. In the health script we need to provide the slider, so in that just drag and drop the health slider in there. Then if you click on both of the rifles, as you can see, we need to provide the UI in both of them, so select both of them, open up the rifle, drag and drop the magazine text and then the ammo text. That is it. Alright, you can now just go back, start the game in this, and right here as well, just start the game. And now, okay, when the game starts the health doesn't become full, as you can see. Okay, if we check it for this player it's the same, but if you notice now the rifle magazine and ammo is showing. So for example, if we take out this rifle and shoots, as you can see the ammo gets decreased, but if you notice the UI of both of the players are on top of each other, because we can see the other player UI in this on this device as well. Okay, and if you check it right here, as you can see the ammo decreases but the UI is on top of the other player UI, so we actually don't want this. We only want to show the health and the UI only to the local player, okay, and remove the other player health and ammo from our own screen. So in order to first of all fix the slider issue, as you can see this take damage method calls when we give damage to the player. Alright, so that's why the code is right here in which we set the value to the health. Alright, so when we give damage to the player it will then make the health full, and we don't want that. We want that when the game starts the health should be at the full value. So for that, open up the player, click on the health and make this 120 by default. And now the next problem is that we were seeing the UI, the weapons UI and the health UI of the other players as well. We don't want that. So for that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna move this player UI inside the camera manager. And when you do that, alright, then you can just simply build the game and start the game from the Unity as well. And that will actually fix the issue, okay? Because as you know that in our past videos we fixed the issue in which we were controlling both of the cameras. So we fixed that issue, and then we were able to control only our own camera. So since the UI is now inside the camera, so the camera will only be activated for the local player, so that's why it will activate the UI as well. Okay, just go ahead and start the game from both of the devices, and now as you can see the health is full. And now let's go ahead and give damage to this player, for example. Okay, now as you can see we are only able to see our own UI and our own rifle stats as well, for example the ammo and the magazine. Now if you check it from the other device, you will notice that on this device the player takes damage. As you can see the health is low, and if you take out the rifle and try to shoot the player, as you can see the UI gets updated, the ammo and the magazine. And if we check it right here, okay, as you can see the player health is low. So now let's shoot that player fully. When that player dies and respawn, let's reload. Let's see if after the reload, okay, as you can see the magazine and health resets after the reload. Now let's test the other player. As you can see the health of the player is full, and on the rifles as well. Alright, okay, so everything works perfectly fine now. Okay, the scores and everything is good. So with this done, let's end this video right here.